Picture this with me. You pour months into crafting your perfect online course. You film all the lessons, you design beautiful slides, and set everything up inside of your course platform, and then launch day comes, and nothing happens. No sales, no signups, just silence. I see this all the time with course creators who make this huge mistake that we're talking about today. They don't validate their course idea first. A great idea, or better said, an idea you think is great, isn't enough. You need proof that people will actually want what you're selling before you build it. And today we're talking about exactly how to validate your course idea the right way using proven methods that will save you months of frustration and guarantee your course has buyers ready before it even exists. You're listening to the Online Course Show, where we dive deep into the strategies and tools that help online course creators build thriving businesses. I'm Jacques Hopkins, and over the past 12 years, I've built a successful online course business teaching piano that's brought in over $4 million, and I'm here to share the lessons I've learned along the way. All right, so what I see is that most course creators typically will skip validation because they assume that they already know what people want. But guessing is typically a recipe for failure. Instead of taking that risk, here are 5 proven methods to validate your course idea before you actually build the course. The first 3 that we go over are more quick validation strategies, and then the last 2 involve actual money-changing hands, which is the ultimate proof of that demand and the ultimate way to get true validation. All right, here we go with number 1, audience research. So that's surveys, that's interviews. The simplest way to validate your course idea is to ask your audience directly. And here's how we do it. So first of all, you can send out surveys and ask questions to, say, your email list, your social media followers, or maybe you have a Facebook group, somewhere where your audience exists, even if it's a small one, and ask questions like this. What is your biggest challenge with insert your topic right now? Another question is, what would you love to learn most about insert your topic right now? And then here's a really fun one. If you could wave a magic wand and instantly master one skill, what would it be? All right, so beyond surveys, we could also hop on one-on-one calls with potential students and dig deeper into their struggles and goals. Listen to their exact words, and this will help you craft a course that speaks directly to what they need. So the validation sign here for number 1 is if multiple people mention the same problem or struggle, you're on the right track. If answers are all over the place, your idea may be too broad or unclear. And number 2, we have competitor and market research. If your course topic has 0 competition, that's honestly usually a bad sign. It means no one is looking for it. By this point in time, 2025, you'd think a course is created about just about anything. And when we see that competition, we don't need to shy away from it. We need to take it as a form of validation. Now, here's how to validate demand as we're looking around. Search for existing courses on Udemy, Teachable courses, Kajabi courses, other platforms. Look at YouTube and blogs or people actively teaching and consuming content on this topic. Read customer reviews of similar courses. What do students love or complain about? And then you can check Google Trends to see if search interest is rising or falling for your topic. The validation sign I want you to look for this one is if there are already successful courses in your niche. That is certainly a green light to go ahead. Your goal isn't to avoid competition, it's to differentiate your course with a unique approach. All right, number 3 is the lead magnet test. This is your freebie validation. If people won't even download a freebie on your topic, they definitely won't pay for a full course. So here's how to test interest with a lead magnet. You'll want to create a free resource that can be a PDF checklist, that can be an email challenge, that can be a short video series, or one kind of webinar workshop video as well that's directly related to your course topic. And then we'll promote it, on your website, social media, to your email list. And then we'll track how many people are accessing that freebie in exchange for their email address. If people aren't interested in the free version, then your paid course probably needs some rethinking. Now, if your lead magnet doesn't perform well, it doesn't mean your entire course idea is bad. You need to switch niches altogether or just give up completely. It just might need a small shift in angle overall. So try adjusting the topic slightly, repositioning the messaging, or solving a more specific problem within the niche, and then retest that freebie offer. Your validation sign here is if your freebie gets high engagement, That's a strong indicator that a paid course on the same topic will sell. And if not, tweak the topic and test again before moving forward. All right, number 4, now we're starting to get into the ones where there's actually an exchange of money. Number 4 is the presale method. Typically, you'll hear this referred to as kind of the gold standard of course validation because it requires real commitment, people paying before the course is even built. So here's how we'll typically set up the presale. Create a simple sales page outlining your course idea and the transformation that it promises, and then set a validation threshold. For example, if I sell at least 10 spots, I will move forward with this course. You can offer an early bird discount or a bonus to incentivize people to sign up for something that doesn't quite exist yet. Announce the date that you plan to have it available so they know what to expect. And then if enough people buy, you build the course. If not, you tweak the idea or pivot. The validation sign on this one is pretty obvious. If people actually pay before your course exists, you've proven there's demand. If nobody buys, that's valuable feedback too. It's better to find out now than after months of hard work. So keep in mind, we're getting into the couple that have an exchange of money. So we had free downloads and survey responses. Those are helpful, but the real validation happens when people pull out their credit card, which leads me to number 5. And number 5 also involves an exchange of money. That is our live bootcamp method. Some people call this a live pilot course. Ultimately, this is my favorite form of validation. I like this even better than pre-selling because once people sign up, you can still create the product as you go. This helps you test the content, it helps you refine the lessons, and build a highly engaged first group of students. So here's how we do it at a high level. So offer a live training program, something like 4 to 8 weeks long, covering your core course content, your curriculum. We want to charge for access, even at a discounted beta price if you want to. Or one thing I like to do is charge a premium with the promise of a full or partial refund if they show up to all the meetings and do all the work. You don't get a lot of the true benefits of a live bootcamp if they are not engaged. You won't get the success stories, you won't get the valuable feedback. So incentivizing them like this is great for the overall benefit of your business. So you get success stories, case studies, you get feedback on your curriculum. You want to deliver content live via Zoom or whatever platform you choose and adjust as you go based on the real-time feedback. Now you can use these recordings from the bootcamp to review how it went, or even include those recordings as a bonus with your course offer when that's available. The validation sign here, once again, is kind of obvious. If people are paying and engaging, then you've got a winning course idea. So like the pre-selling, number 4, the bootcamp method forces real commitment. If people aren't willing to pay for live access, they likely won't buy a self-paced version either. The biggest mistake you can make is launching a course based on just guesswork or best guess. Audience research, competitor analysis, and lead magnets can help you spot trends and interest, but ultimate validation only happens when people are actually paying money. And by even using just 1 or 2 of these validation methods, you'll save yourself months of wasted effort and launch your course with confidence. Last thing here, if you want even more advice on starting or growing a profitable course business, then make sure you check out my free 35-minute training, The Online Course Business Formula. This training shows you the formula 6- and 7-figure course creators are using so you can replicate their success. Check it out at oc.show/workshop. Thanks for listening to another episode of The Online Course Show. Don't forget to take action on what you've heard here today. I'm rooting for you.